somebody with this technical stuff because this is just not working. So, I am Tia. I'm the founder of Juice Defined and your juice coach. I am coming to you all today on a random Monday because it's really like not necessarily anything that I had scripted or written down to want to necessarily say or talk about, but it's still important nonetheless because it was on my heart. So I was like, oh, let me, hey Shay, it's still important nonetheless because it was on my heart for a reason. So today I posted about Cleanse for a Cause, and so we're partnering with the Louise Carter Foundation for this initiative for Cleanse with the Cause, where we for Cleanse with the Cause, where we are, encouraging people to take our 21-day total body retreat, and the proceeds will be donated to the Louise Carter Foundation in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And as we already know, hey boss lady, what's up? We already know just the savage that breast cancer has been in our community for many, many years. And every year when we talk about raising awareness and doing something for most health issues, right? When we raising awareness and advocating for a lot of these health issues, I think that the diet, nutrition, wellness component of it oftentimes get lost in the sauce. You know what I mean? Or kind of overshadowed by like research, education, resources. But that specific diet piece or that specific nutritional component is oftentimes like missed. And so whenever I was like scrolling on YouTube, I found a my Facebook is messing up today. I don't understand what's happening. Whenever I was like scrolling on YouTube today, I came across that Dick Gregory video. It made me smile. The video was so long I couldn't add the little other clips I wanted to add on the back end. But I came across that Dick Gregory video, which I'm not a stranger to because I love me some Dick Gregory. And it kind of just I don't know, it just triggered something in me. But I came across the Dick Gregory video and it was right on time because I had already been talking about how I wanted to do something different for this awareness, these like advocacy and awareness things, right? Because, many of y'all already know, like I've been doing the advocacy thing for a very long time in regards to Black maternal health and maternal health in general, and preeclampsia and all of those things. And so I wanted to be able to, figure out a way that, we could do something different and really hone in on that diet and nutrition component or that diet and nutrition side, because that's part of the thing that we miss oftentimes, right? And especially when we're talking about a lot of physical ailments and advocating for physical health related issues. And so I wanted to approach it in a different way this time that really spoke to, how can we get people on board? And when I saw that Dick Gregory video, it almost like squashed every concern I had about like what I was trying to do and where I was trying to go with it, because I was like, oh, like this is it. Like first of all, if you've been a follower of Dick Gregory, then a large portion of his story was just him being not only a comedian, like that was a small bit of what he did, but him being steadfast in being unapologetic, in him being him being a revolutionary of sorts. And so one of the main things that I had thought about when I came across that video was how he fasted, right, in expectation of I think it was the Vietnam War, like ending. He wasn't in favor of it. And so he went on almost like a hunger strike. I've seen people do hunger strikes and things like that. I don't know that, I can't say, if they the same or not. I don't know how really like hunger strikes kind of function operationally, but I know when Dick Gregory spoke to, or he was speaking truth to power, it was more or less like, I'm fasting in expectation, or I'm fasting for a purpose. I'm fasting for a cause, and I'm letting the world know, like, I'm fasting until the war ends, right? And it was funny because he was talking about, some comedians had the ability to just talk and they just be funny, like they ain't even trying to be, they just telling the story and it's funny. But he was talking about how, like, he thought he was just finna be doing this for like a week. And it turned into like almost 2 years, right? And he talked about that process and the impact that it had on his body and on his mind and on his on his life in general, right? He talked about his juicing experience and whatever he was, all of the things that he was doing during this time and how it transformed his life. Anyway, I came across one of his videos when he was talking about the fast, and I was like, oh my God, this is so powerful at the right time when I'm thinking about somebody ringing my doorbell. And it was so powerful. And I was like, oh my God, I just had to share it. And I did share it on my timeline. So if you go, you'll see. But I was already in communication with the Louise Carter Foundation because I wanted to do something with them to raise awareness and advocate for the cause of breast cancer and the healing of breast cancer. And so I was like, oh, this is like the perfect idea, right? The perfect idea. Sorry, y'all. The perfect idea to, incorporate, fasting with the cause. And so Zach, and so that was kind of, get the door. So, that was like, it worked out. And I started to think about like other things that I'm online. So I started to talk about, think about like other things, right? And this got me to thinking about my own situation where Zach, free up yourself, please. I'm online. Sorry. Oh, good. You wanna join? You don't have to if you want to. Oh, girl, come on now. Yeah. Oh, you just gonna say? I'm gonna let girl, me too, child. Look what my friend bought me, y'all. Okra chips. Ooh. I'm all off topic, y'all. Help, friend, you can fix your own stuff because it's right down the stove. Okay. And so we were talking about, I was thinking about how, sorry y'all, I went all the way off the topic. How when I had my experience with preeclampsia and I was on life support for, I want to say however long I was on life support, it was some weeks, right? Or it was a while. And how my friends and people I didn't even know, because I learned this after the fact. Obviously, if I'm on life support, I don't know what's going on. But how my friends and my family had like interceded on my behalf by fasting, like doing a fast and doing a prayer in expectation of me getting better, right? In expectation of my wholeness and my wellness. And so that in combination with what I seen when I was thinking about Dick Gregory and all of that came about when I saw the video, and I was reminded of what he was doing and how he did it. And I was like, oh my God, like powerful is not enough of is not a it don't really quite capture what the idea of cleanse for a cause or fasting for a cause really mean. And so, you know, it really is a community effort in the sense that not only are you spiritually or esoterically, if you will, like, you know, coming together in expectation of something or creating an energy that's going to impact or influence an outcome, right? Like, you're also internally healing. That's wow. Okay, so I'm gathering my thoughts while I'm talking. So not only are you fasting in expectation of something, if y'all, and I'm gonna drop a link too for y'all to download the detox and fasting manual that it's old, it's on my site still, and it's free, so you could go on the site and you can download that detox and fasting manual. I talk about a lot of the spiritual benefits of fasting in that manual, but this is all coming full circle when we talk about advocacy and interceding and expectation and energy. Like, all of these things kind of are related. And so thinking about those two different situations and just seeing it on two different ends of the spectrum, two different eras. Gregory did this way back in like the 70s. This was old, right? So when you think about you know, people who was ahead of their time, right? And not really, because fasting is like one of the oldest healing modalities that we even have. Fasting is not new, but when you think about it in context of the society that we live in, it's different, because we so bombarded by so many different things that now it's not even thought of unless you're doing a medical procedure, or unless, like, you're probably heavy into church or religion, or, you know, you've kind of educated yourself enough that, you know, you kind of just have that kind of discipline. But other than that, the general society is not practicing fasting intentionally. Like, we all gonna go to sleep, and you know, we can't eat while we sleep, like, you know, so kind of by happenstance, we're gonna detox naturally. That's what the body does, right? Or we fast naturally because we sleep and we have times that we don't eat. But intentionally, for a purpose, for a reason, for a cause, you really don't see that a lot in this society, in this generation, in this era. And so as these pieces started coming together, I'm just thinking about how powerful that is. But then on that flip side, how big a lot of these issues are. Like, we're advocating for some kind of wellness cause, health cause, medical cause every month. Every month it's a cause for something, like, for real, right? Breast cancer awareness month, preeclampsia awareness month, diabetes awareness month, kidney awareness. Like, it's a month for everything. And so when we think about the larger context and how we can support, or how we can really, you know, impact the larger society, is like, hey, how can we get back to the root of what it means to heal together? And so I'm not just you know, fasting or cleansing or abstaining for, you know, for a cause. I'm doing this for myself, and that speaks to how connected we are, that I can intercede on your behalf from a spiritual standpoint, all while healing myself in the process. I can almost assure you that, you know, when all of, like, my friends and family got together to intercede on my behalf, like, nobody was really thinking about, I'm doing this so that I could be healthier. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm almost sure that wasn't like the premise. The idea is, like, we're doing this collectively because we're expecting God to do something for our family or friend member, my family member or friend. But then hindsight is 2020, that when you really think about what was really happening in those moments, was that not only was the was the purpose for someone else, it was also for us. So that's the thing, short and brief. Obviously it's more, we could talk on that for a long time, but I wanted to get that thought out because this is the premise of Cleanse for a Cause. That we're not just raising money, we're not just having an event, we're not just, coming together over food and drinks like we would normally do. We're thinking about how can we intercede on behalf of survivors, and even those that didn't survive, they got legacies. You know what I'm saying? How can we act? How can we act in a revolutionary way on behalf of these medical conditions and illnesses that plague our community? So check out my last post. I'm partnering with the Louise Carter Foundation. Our 21-day cleanse with 21-day total body retreat is a 21-day juice cleanse, juice detox, where you consume only juice, fruits and vegetables only, water, but for 21 days. We supply you with the juice, and a portion of the proceeds from all sales from now until November 15th will be donated to the Louise Carter Foundation. And so that foundation is one that specifically focuses on breast cancer awareness. It also focuses on youth employment, and it also focuses on homelessness as well. So, it's important that, we support, causes that's really doing something out in the community and really, doing the work. And so that's the importance of partnerships and how we can contribute to efforts that people already have going on in the community. Like, we don't have to go out and create, if we already know somebody in our community that's doing something, right? We partner with them and make it stronger. And so that's the whole intent behind Cleanse for a Cause. We're interceding on behalf of those individuals who are survivors, who struggling with breast cancer now, who didn't survive, but also in hopes of us being able to understand how we can minimize these causes of breast cancer in the future. You know what I'm saying? So, so with that being said, if you are interested, we're doing $75 off of the 21-day total body retreat. It also comes with some special complimentary features as well from holistic wellness nurse practitioner. You get your juices already handcrafted. That's our lane and what we do. And then you're also donating to a good cause. Part of what the Louise Carter Foundation is doing, and we're going to go live on Saturday with Carnella, who is the founder of the Louise Carter Foundation, so she can tell us more about what they do and their initiatives. But I know for a fact one of the initiatives they have is the Nourish and Hope program, where we go out and give plant-based meals to cancer survivors or cancer patients. So remember, that goes back to like the root of how do we heal in a practical way. It's literally what we fuel our bodies with. And so I'm in 100% support of them, and I hope that you will join us in this cause. Click the link in my bio, or you can stop by the shop and place your purchase. Send us a text or give us a phone call. We can place your orders that way. And 10% of all the proceeds from our 21-day total body retreat will be donated to the Louise Carter Foundation. So that's it. That's all I want to share real quick. I'll be back on tomorrow for Lemon Squeeze Tuesday. And I can't think of what the topic is right now, but I got it stored up. So I will see y'all tomorrow. And yeah, share this live, share this post with somebody that somebody who may be battling breast cancer or any form of cancer, and they're looking for viable options for their healing process. Juicing is definitely one way to do that. Fasting, juicing, those are viable ways to practically heal. So with that being said, I will talk to y'all soon. Hey, Sam. Talk to y'all soon. And I'll be with y'all tomorrow for Lemon Squeeze Tuesday.